Mongoose Jake here with another video, this time featuring the game that earned me my third mark of excellence on the Turan. Now, I've been saving this in my replay folder for a while, pre-recorded, and I actually earned this, it's been now a couple months ago. And while a lot of people think that the Turan is not a good premium tank, I do definitely disagree. It has a handicap in the ammo capacity, but other than that, it's basically a solid Tier 5 medium. It feels like it could be a tech tree vehicle. And I say that meaning as in it's good enough that it feels like this could be, say, an alternate medium branch for the Germans. As if they didn't have enough already, which they don't. I would play even more German vehicles if they add them. But its main handicap is that the fact is, you see, I only have 20 rounds of armor piercing and 12 rounds of APCR, and that's it. I wish the thing had about 45 rounds, because I have came very close to running out and have run out on a couple occasions. But the vehicle itself is solid with a good handling gun that has, fair enough penetration for a Tier 5. Mobility, while not awesome, is good enough to get around, and it has fairly good gun depression and a somewhat decently bouncy turret. It feels very much like an alternative to the Panzer IV-H if you were running the 75mm on it instead of the howitzer. And that's not a bad thing, because that's a good tank in its own right. But this is a bottom tier battle on Mountain Pass, and I will actually get the third mark. It does help to fight higher tiers, which now, as a side note, Tier 5s now have to. They now see basically what would be +1, -2 matchmaking, meaning they can only be one tier higher than the lowest in the battle, but they can also be 2 tiers lower. Meaning, because now they've changed it, I forget what update, it's been some time ago, Tier 5s don't fight Tier 3s anymore. So now the lowest you're going to see is a Tier 4, but you can still see Tier 7s. And that makes Tier 5s, I actually like it. I like it better. It gives a little more challenge instead of just beating up on Tier 3s all the time. The reason I mention that brings me to the point of how to play the Turan. As you see, I'm over here just kind of peeking and sneaking in shots here left and right, but from behind cover, which is how you're going to see me play this whole battle, basically. Just trying to sneak in shots when I can, while not being the frontline tank. Because that's not the Turan's forte. It's not the frontline vehicle. It is a support tank. And it does a good job at that. As our 25 TP is demonstrating on how to not be a good support tank. Because that's basically the same role it would be playing in this battle. Instead, he dives in front of a T-71 with a Black Prince supporting him. But here's a good way to show the nicely behaved gun that the Turan has. I am just auto-aiming and popping out from behind cover. And if you have a gun that has good gun handling, meaning a quick aim time and lower bloom, you can play that auto-aim peeking game like I was doing, and you'll hit most all your shots. Now here I'm wasting a little bit of premium, just kind of in the moment, forgot to switch instantly. I put 2 APCR into this T-3485 and I don't need it. This gun has more than enough penetration to deal with him, because it can even punch through his turret if you aim for the turret cheeks. But now I'm the last alive, and I need to motor on out of here and get to some cover, because a Tier 5 alone against all 3 vehicles is not going to last long. I don't care how good it is, but I've got a T-71, a Black Prince backed up by another medium tank. No, I'm out of there. This rock outcropping here is the perfect point to fall back to if you are outnumbered, because it provides you a good hold down cover for both larger tanks and smaller alike. And the Turan's turret is decently bouncy. That's why I went straight there and you've seen me turn around. But with the S-35CA pushing up, I don't want him to push forward, because while that's a very, very dangerous tank destroyer for a Tier 5, he has very low damage per minute. When he fires that big 105, he's vulnerable for a while. And a T-71 DA could easily just clip him out. It only would take him 3 shots, and then the S-35CA is dead. And then I'm alone again. So I'm going to move up and provide him with some support. I load in the APCR, thinking that, well, if T-71 is over there, Black Prince is going to be my first target, which he is. And now I'm just trying to stay in cover, bump into the rock, but I'm trying to hang back as far as possible to keep myself from getting spotted too early, as happens there as I break cover. But I'm needing to work in behind this Black Prince, because our Jagdpanzer IV is in front of him. We've got the VK 36.1H, who's moving up the hill to try to get shots, and I can see that on the mini-map. And I'm needing to work some damage in to help them out. Now here, I could fire a AP into his engine area, but again, I'm just shooting what I've got loaded. And working in just enough damage, sneak one more hit, and the VK is about to finish him off from the hill. But that was indeed enough to get my third mark on this vehicle. And there it is right there. It wasn't quite an ace, but it was close. And as we go over to the team score here in a second, you'll see that I was top of the team in damage with over 1,300, and I got some spotting to go with it. But this is my third mark in Turan. Hope you enjoyed the battle. Once again, this is Mongoose Jake. Thank you for watching.